Look at you, my sweet cherry pie. We've got some amazing things coming up today, friends. I want to do a very quick update on Pulse Trailer Park. So basically, just to let you know, friends, this is interesting. So Pulse Trailer Park, what they do is they made like basically a meme universe thing of a trailer park. And that's because I think Eric Wall called Pulse Chain basically just white trailer park trash. And I think that's it in America, right? American meme. So everybody else for around the world, that's like it's like saying, hey, you're kind of like poor, missing teeth. Like, Cletus, Bixby, did you see my sister? That type of stuff over there. But that's the type of meme and stuff out there. Now, I think it's meant to be used as a derogatory term. So I think Pulse Trailer Park is now just basically taking the power back into the community's hands. So they basically made caricature pictures of everyone. Oh, wow, here's me. Is this me? I think it's me. All right, so yay. Okay, no, actually, I didn't even look. They were tagging me stuff for it. I never participated. Why? It's just because, look, man, it was just too many people were talking about it. That's it. Too many people were in the game, friends. That's just me naturally. So yeah, you have Richard Hart here. You have everyone else coming out here. I'm sure if you look close enough, you can see maybe this is Mr. B Roots over there. I think this is a bit. This is Dr. Exologist. Maybe there's Katie around here and there. So you can see, right? It's meant to be just like this little universe world. Now, here's the thing when it comes to that. What ends up happening is a big fat capitulation candle, as you see right now. Things are minus 7%. So look, man, what ended up happening was they said, this is just relaying information, just to check. So you see a big fat red candle. You're like, okay, now let's dig in to see what happens. Okay, so a big fat red candle appears, and then they said that, look, they've already done a snapshot. Now, problem is, they didn't do it right. They basically... They only told that there was a snapshot moments after, and it was like in some side chat. Now, I know, and they said everybody's in the community can do that, but you got to think about the transparency for just the general public and stuff here and there, because I know, friends, it's hard to see, but when there's a market, you think everyone who knows about your coin is in. No. There is a field of people out there who want to buy if the price goes low or if the price goes high. You see that as a big band of people. So you think, like, for example, the community is only this big. No. If the price goes up or down, it advertises to more people who know about it, okay? So what ends up happening is, unfortunately, they said that someone out here knew about the launch before it launched, and then they bought up like 10 to 20% of all the coins, and they've been dumping on everybody. And they've taken like 1.5 billion pulse out of the liquidity pool so far. They were just dumping everything down. Now, this is the interesting part, okay? So when I saw this, okay, I thought, well... Look, you can trust them. You can believe them. Of course you can. When it comes to looking at a candle that looks really, really red, okay, like this, all right, for meme coin culture and community culture in any coin, it becomes very, very tough to just basically tell people, well, don't worry about that. Here's a story. And look, friends, I'll trust you. I want to believe in the good nature of people, but I'm just relaying to you how everyone thinks. Everyone thinks like, wait a minute, how do we even know this is a real story? And... if you go and launch a new project and you've done a snapshot, which you only told like an hour and a half later, so people buying down along the way thinking it's a cheap price, now they basically got wrecked, but don't worry, they got rectified for it. So how do you even know that? You don't really know, man. It just goes off word of mouth and trust. Now, here's the thing, something I found interesting. When it started dropping, okay, what I did was, friends, I went into the Telegram to investigate. Now, I want to remind you, so on my public address, yourfriendsomi.pls, I did buy a bit after this snapshot. I didn't even know there was a snapshot. They just bought a bit here and there, all right, just to show you. But when I went in, they basically said to me, okay, I'm not going to name names, but people were angry at me. They were angry at me. And people were saying, why are you here? We made avatars of you and you didn't like us at the top. Basically, that's paraphrasing. They didn't say the top. Okay, but they were literally saying that. They were saying, how dare you come in, opportunist? How come you're here now? We were trying to onboard you and stuff. They're basically saying that to me. And I'm just saying to you, bro, Habib. Firstly, I look like a genius that I ignored all this thing, don't I now? Now that you're down 99%, don't I look like a genius, friends? Literally look like a genius coming up here. Because I told you right now, I hunt for cheap prices, okay? When I see other influencers all... liking this thing, friends, it's not about being good or bad. It just tells me, okay, whatever price you're at, you've maximized the piece of the pie. Okay, so that's pretty much what it comes down to. If you go back and look at it here, look at this, man. It launched and it was already 10 million market cap. And what I was thinking to myself, okay, you know what? I don't want you at 10 million. Maybe I'll buy you at like 2. Maybe buy you at 2. Guess what? It actually went down to 2. I was thinking about it, and then that everything comes back down even lower. Okay, down to like 300K. So you see that? See that? So don't let anybody ever try to persuade you to be like, oh, why are you coming now? Friends, this price is too low and this price is too high. That's it. See, you can't fault people for thinking, okay, something's a bargain now, I want to participate. No, because then what ends up happening is you just FOMO buy with everyone else and everyone rolls over each other, and then you end up getting destroyed, okay? So that's the most important part I want you to know about. So those are the decisions I make. Now, when it comes to projects, we're still going to get rugged on stuff, okay? 1 out of 10 project, assume 3 out of 10. You can't get everything perfect. What I'm doing is I'm just showing you, and I'll play some nice, gentle Habibi music for you, okay? You still my Habibi, don't, friends. Everything's going to be fine, okay? But you're learning from me. Yes, I'm wearing a Pokemon bucket hat. I've got very, very straight posture. Just because someone out here, yes, they made these cute avatars and stuff out here, the price is too high. That's it. I wanted to wait. I wanted rinsing of hands to come out. Now, there was a guy who's been dumping the whole way along, and now they're relaunching, whatever, but it comes down to the bottom. So the news story I want to share with you is basically that I guess the community has decided that they're going to keep both tokens, even though this guy has like a bit of the supply of the others, but they're going to do some sort of staking or burning thing, I think. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, there's updates here. But you got to remember, let's learn from Beetroot, okay? But we even knew with Beetroot what happened, okay? Friends, you can't, look, you have to trust someone at some point. Beetroot made an announcement. Okay, we're going to relaunch, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You go, okay, sweet, worth a lottery ticket. Then they just deleted the announcement and just deleted everything anyway. You see what I mean? So you have to take them at their words for whatever it is, okay? And it's just funny. It really is funny because all these events make everyone think like, wow, we really are trailer park trash seeing this. But hey, this is the midst of it, man. If you want cheap prices, this is stuff you deal with. You go, is there some sort of resurrection? Now, as they did his announcement, this little pop-up that came back here, I'm just showing you now. You see the move is still down. Okay, I know a lot of you in the Telegram as well. A lot of you are just throwing a lottery ticket. Yeah, man, you never know. You literally never know. I know I've done it, but look, if you've thrown a lottery ticket into this, because it's after the snapshot, go to the Telegram, okay, Pulse Trailer Telegram. And so, by the way, friends, also important, if you go to Dex Screener, see these buttons up here? See there's a Telegram, Twitter, and website link. So you can go to their Telegram, which is actually a very, very cool link, so you can go there. Go in there, message, I think, Mr. Fat Cow, PHATKOW, and just tell them, hey, I bought after the snapshot, so it is what it is, just to make sure that you're included in case there's some sort of new thing that goes on, okay? It's interesting that this has happened. As you can see, man, this is it. This is the game. This is the game, okay? Yeah, you don't, look, prices get too high, prices get too low. It doesn't mean your project is bad. It just means, hey, everyone's in. Everyone's in. Like, was Ethereum bad at $4,900 back in the fourth quarter of 2021? No, just everybody was in. Next stop, $888. You see what I mean? So that's markets, man. It's a pool of people coming in and coming out. But I understand we are so emotionally tied to these. We think if something goes, if people think something's overvalued, they think it means it's very, very bad. You're wishing them well. And I think if it's undervalued, you think that they're really like tempting and want it to go high and stuff. Damn, we want everything to go up. But this is just the game, man. If you can't accept the rules of the game, it is what it is. You can also find my Telegram, my Twitter post here. Shout out to Mr. Gafar. He left an audio message for me just to show to you any explanations here and there. So I think it's very interesting as like just a case study. You get to see, oh wow, prices went down really, really low. What happens here? Okay, they said, okay, people throwing out the words rugs. Okay, but the devs are still there. They're actually moving and stuff here and there. And maybe they're going to keep both the coins. Because actually, I'll be honest, the concept is actually really cool. Because it's taking a negative, turning into a positive. Remember, there's Mr. B Roots talking about that there. But you got to understand, friends, as well. Like, Mr. B Roots cops a lot of flack because people just starting to like name all the coins he's done. He's like talked about. They've just gone dump to zero. So I already tell you, okay, friends, I can do all the research in the world. I'm planning to hold stuff for the bull market. I'm already telling you right now, just assume 30% don't make it. And now I call them lottery tickets, okay? That's why you never even hear me. You don't hear me saying this will change your life or can change your life. Even though technically they can. I just don't want to even be associated with that type of terminology and stuff here and there. Because the lottery tickets, man, yeah, you know what a lottery ticket pretty much is. You know, if you go tell your friends, hey, we don't have money for bills today because I blew $1,300 on a lottery ticket last week. You see what I mean? People automatically know that assumption. Let's continue as well. I've got some nice, cute things here for you. Not that cute, though. Coinfessions. I was 22 years old. I had $200,000 at the peak of the bull run. I diversified into popular startup stocks that eventually plummeted. I took on $10,000, credit card, gambling, leverage. Oh my gosh, I lost it all. Begged my mum to bail me out of debt and lost that too. Why am I so stupid? So, look, friend. All right, firstly, you don't need more money. You need like a proper, friendly, older brother, adult, or he actually talk to you and can tell you to straighten your back. First thing you're going to do is start drinking some orange juice. Sounds like a soy drinker to me. So the poor kid, right, lost $200,000 of trading profits. And my post, though, you read my post. Look what I say here. He lost his profit by investing in a bigger scam called the stock market. Never go to stocks. You see, friends, you're going to learn this in life, okay? Warren Buffett, he has what he calls a circle of competence, okay? Type in Warren Buffett circle of competence, you get like millions of results, okay? Circle of competence. He says, if you want to succeed in this game, what he thinks he did, because he's always very, very humble, right? Humble public, but not in backgrounds, okay? So he goes, you always got to understand what you know. Because if you understand the things that you know about, that you have relatively good edge on, everything outside, you don't waste your time on. That's outside. Too complicated for you. You know him and Charlie Munger, the late Charlie Munger. You know they have a pile, friends. They have a pile of stuff to look at and then the too hard to pile. And if they look at something and go, this is like too many complications here, put it in the too hard pile. That's what you're constantly doing. So whenever I see like quantum, web AI based Ponzi yielding, now we know how to simplify stuff. I'm like, okay, put it in that pile. That's a Ponzi complex pile. Put that in there, right? And whenever you say that to people who hold the coin, they get really offended because they're like, oh no, how dare you put this blanket term over me? You just haven't dug into it. Yeah, man, we know how to dig into it, friends. You don't need anything besides food, water, and the clothes on your back. So anything in crypto you don't actually really need because we don't have many true working products. We have a few great unicorns. You got DEXs, you got privacy features and stuff. You still have store of value Bitcoin. You've got layer 1 smart contract with Ethereum, okay? So yes, very, very rare unicorns. Compare that to the number of coins out there. Okay, so I want you to focus on this. So remember I told you, friends, I stick to what I know. So you see how we saw Paul's Trailer Park? Okay, that's why I'm tying these in together for you. Big fat red candle. Okay, you know what? I buy dips. Let me go check it out. I join the Telegram. I see what's happening. Okay, there's a lot of turmoil. They've had to remove the liquidity because this guy was dumping, so they go relaunch another coin. But then the community's upset, so now the community wants both of the coins because that's the thing, friends. Like, just because someone owns a lot of supply, you can't just go around saying, oh, let's go identify that wallet and not give them any airdrop. You can't do that in any game, man. Because what if one day Bitcoiners want to like remove Michael Saylor? Oh, he's got too much of the supply, or remove Satoshi. Like, fair markets, you can't do that. It makes people lose faith. Because basically what you're doing is you're like that French Revolution, okay? You behead the king, and then a new king comes up, and they go behead him again. And they're like, wait a minute, you guys learn nothing. So that's eventually what happens. Instead, the proper, mature thing that the market collective wants to see is they want to see everyone accept it for what it is. And they want to say, hey, you know, we're going to keep building. And, you know, friends, these people, yes, there are people who are very, very, very greedy and they do that and they'll dump along the way. They are, but you can't stop that, man. Because let me tell you something. Sometimes it's 10 guys with 1% wallet each. Another times it's one guy with 10%. You know what I mean? It's the same amount. It's the mind of the market. It is what it is. And guess what? When markets start going up, they get greedy anyway, here and there. So, look, it's a tough situation to deal with, but I just want you to know that this is what we look through. You look for deep capitulation, stuff like this. This is what we're used to holding through things like this because this is where a lot of the edge comes in a bull market. Because, you know this type of stuff, it's fatal in 2022. Fatal. This happens in 2022, finished. This happens in 2023 for many coins, finished. But it's Bitcoin halvening year. In Bitcoin halvening year, dreams come true. Dreams start to come true. People are confident, optimistic. People want to put solutions together. They see Bitcoin's price going up. They think, wow, look at the endless possibilities, man. This thing's trillions and trillions of dollars. You're telling me we can't find another $100,000 to make this thing recover back? You see what I mean? People have this optimistic feeling. They want to put the piece of puzzle together. They want to fuse everything back together. That's what happens, okay? It doesn't last forever, of course, but this early bull market stuff, so you get to see this play out in real time. And I want you to know that's the type of attitude you need just to make it in here. Everything has like dips in the game and stuff, so that's why a lot of people, right? If you look at this two ways, friends, the Landwolf chart, yes, it went down, what, 86%, rounding off here and there. You also saw DickWifButt, okay, going down here, whatever, 50, 60%. You see these like, oh, DickWifButt had like a 50% spree. you see these, this is common. Obviously, there's many other coins like that. You saw PDI go down 90%. You saw Atropa, Teddy Bear go down 90% and recover. Tangang, this is it. Dips and crashes in the game. Unfortunately, you can't use the word dips, friends. They're minus 50%. Just assume minus 80% crashes are in the game. That it should be like that. Don't just call them dips. Oh, it's just a little dip. No, man. Losing a minus 50% drop in like 60 minutes is not a dip, you know. So even though technically it is on a log chart, but you don't want to be in coat mode. So think about our edges, what we're here for. We know this, okay? We were here to buy in the depression. You did buy in the depression. You're still holding in the depression. But also what we're doing is we've identified, okay, the market wants Cycle 1 meme coins. They want Cycle 1 AI coins, DPIN, decentralized science. Restaking, what I want to deal with is it's too low risk for us. Even though you can make money doing it, we just want higher risk for high reward. The reward upside on staking is too little. Okay, as a percentage. That's the thing. Okay, so we're going to keep sticking to that. We're not thinking about, oh, let's go buy this stock. Let's go do something else. Let's go do leverage trading. No. We don't participate in any of that. Remember, sticking in our circle of competence, because ultimately this is the game. And trust me, Bitcoin, right? The garden has been watered and it's going to flourish. And I guess we'll see where we all land at the end. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.